There's no doubt that 1,000-pound Sisters star Tammy Slaton has pleasantly surprised viewers with her 500-pound weight loss. There was a time when fans believed the reality TV star's unhealthy lifestyle would take its toll on her, but her courage proved otherwise. Slaton, who stars with her sister Amy Slaton Halterman on the hit TLC show, relied on a wheelchair or walker to get around. She also made several attempts to lose weight, to no avail. However, a near-death experience in which she stopped breathing and was placed in a medically induced coma seems to have put things into perspective for her. Slaton wanted to undergo bariatric surgery, but in order to do so, she needed to lose a significant amount of weight. Once she achieved that, she underwent surgery and began living a healthier lifestyle. The journey was quite eventful, but Slaton credited her transformation to her courage, attitude, and willpower. She also documented her weight loss journey by sharing selfies on social media as a form of self-motivation. Slaton previously said that weight had always been an issue for her for as long as she could remember. Her changes have therefore helped her to stabilize her life, improve her mental health, and treat those around her with kindness. At the same time, some fans worry that she has lost too much weight and wonder if it is time for her to stop losing weight and maintain her current weight. However, the words losing too much weight are objectively irrelevant to someone whose ability to perform daily activities is limited by obesity. It is important to note that now that Ms. Slaton has reached a healthy baseline, she can approach weight loss at a more conscious and slower pace to maintain her progress and prevent a relapse into unhealthy eating habits due to excessive restriction. Tammy Slaton's weight problems began at an early age for Tammy Slaton. Battling obesity has been a lifelong struggle. In an exclusive interview with People, she and her sister Amy Slaton Halterman detailed how genetics and a lack of parental supervision were the main causes of their unhealthy relationship with food. Slaton recalled weighing 10 pounds at birth and continuing to gain weight over the years. Their mother, Darlene Slaton, worked 3 jobs, so the siblings were often responsible for their meals from an early age, which resulted in a diet that consisted mainly of carbohydrates. Reality TV sister duo opened up about being bullied for their looks while growing up in Morganfield, Kentucky. When their grandmother, who was looking after them, died in 1999, things took a serious turn, and they began turning to food for comfort. Continuing with unhealthy eating habits, the Slaton sisters gained an alarming amount of weight over the years, leading to many health problems. To make matters worse, Tammy Slaton's mobility was also affected, and she could only walk a few steps, which confined her to her home. Slaton and her sister tried to lose weight several times, but it wasn't until she starred in 1,000-Pound Sisters that she was able to get serious about it. Tammy Slaton had to overcome several obstacles. Tammy Slaton wasn't always as focused as she is today. The reality TV star had tried to fight her food addiction by attending rehab facilities several times over the years. The first records of Slaton's rehab visit date back to February 2021. Unfortunately, the reality TV star decided to leave the clinic early after losing 60 pounds in just 8 weeks at Windsor Lane Rehabilitation Center. Staff were worried that if she left early, she would revert to her old eating habits. And sure enough, Slaton's first weigh-in after her exit revealed that she had gained 15 pounds. This left both the reality TV star and her family incredibly disappointed. Slaton then battled severe depression and turned to vices other than food to cope. She began partying frequently and also developed an addiction to smoking, drinking, and e-cigarettes, consuming up to 8 bottles of alcohol a week. Tammy Slaton was clearly not feeling well at the time, but she probably would not have been able to turn her life around if she hadn't had a near-death experience just one day after returning to rehab. During the season 3 finale of 1000 Pound Sisters, Slaton had to be placed on a ventilator and in an induced coma after she stopped breathing. The reality TV star's lungs and body were failing, putting her life in jeopardy. After Slaton woke up, a tracheotomy tube was inserted into her. 3 weeks later, she returned to rehab. Tammy Slaton determined to turn her life around after her near-death experience. Tammy Slaton was determined to turn her life around and embrace the process. The start of her journey was somewhat daunting, as she weighed a whopping 328 kilograms, the heaviest she had ever been, and was expected to lose a lot of weight to meet the weight prescribed by her doctor. Eric Smith recommended weight loss surgery to be liberated. Martin. Drive. After a tireless battle in rehab, she was able to lose weight down to 230 kilograms and finally underwent bariatric surgery in 2022. After the surgery, Slaton was grateful to be alive and had also reached some major milestones, People exclusively reported. She was able to remove her tracheostomy tube, walk unassisted, and is no longer as dependent on an oxygen machine. Slaton has also returned home after 14 months of rehabilitation, The Sun exclusively reported. Losing the weight was a life-changing experience for the star, who regularly documented her progress on social media to motivate herself and inspire others like her. Slaton also announced the news of her dramatic 500-pound weight loss on TikTok, responding to a video shared by Teresa Parent. The video shows Slaton and 6 other weight loss fighters as Andra Day's song Rise Up plays in the background. It also brought her a great deal of mental peace. Blooming has made Tammy Slaton a different person. There's no doubt that Tammy Slaton has made great strides in her weight loss journey, which has given her life meaning. The journey has been full of obstacles in the form of her inner demons, but the reality TV star has proven that consistency and constant motivation can work wonders. Slaton, who was suicidal before rehab, also celebrated small successes like riding rides at Disney World, taking a hot air balloon ride, and even getting lucky and taking her first flight. Even mundane things like sitting in the front seat of a regular car and wearing a seat belt without an extension were big wins for Slaton. These are experiences she probably wouldn't have had 2 years ago, which has led to a gradual improvement in her mental health. But fans are growing concerned that the reality TV star is continuing to lose weight after her dramatic 500-pound weight loss.